Yo, what's up? So, I wanted to talk about how people will claim that you have a victim mentality, kind of no matter what, right? Even if you just say XYZ happened and you don't put a spin on it, right? You just say, hey, this girl was not attracted to me. I have not experienced a woman being attracted to me. And people will somehow spin that into oh, bro, you just got a victim mentality, bro. Even though I literally just stated XYZ happened. And it's just a factual statement, right? There's no spin on no woman has been attracted to me. That's just a factual statement about my life, right? But they spin it into that. Oh, then their reasoning, right? One of their reasons is, oh, bro, it's a victim mentality because you just don't try, right? It's like, oh, bro, you gotta join in on the jester maxing, bro. Oh, you haven't jester maxed? Well, that means you're a victim, right? Just partake in the humiliation ritual, bro. Just be a jester. Right? For some reason, people have this strange concept, right? That if you don't try, even though just because you try doesn't mean anything will happen, right? You just have to, oh, bro, just go approach a girl who is not showing any sign of interest in you, bro. So if someone doesn't show any sign of interest, and I'm not even talking about like overt, obvious interest. I'm talking about displaying these subtle micro expressions, behaviors, body language, that kind of stuff that indicate attraction, right? These are involuntary micro behaviors, facial expressions, body language, stuff like that, involuntary, that you don't really control. If none of those, if multiple of these micro expressions are not happening, then what is the point, right? Well, what is the point in approaching a woman who does not display any kind of interest in you, and she probably doesn't have any attraction towards you, right? There's no point in approaching a woman who's not attracted in you just so you can say, oh, bro, I approached a woman, right? I'm a trauma farmer. I joined in on the humiliation ritual, bro. It's basically just guys wanting you to join in on their suffering, right? It's like, oh, bro, I did it, so that means you have to do it too, right? It's like this guy, approached a woman and got rejected. And just because he isn't able to figure out that a woman has no attraction for him through observations, right? Through observing the micro expressions, their body language, all this stuff, just because he hasn't decided to do the research and learn that, people, just like animals, display certain behaviors when presented with certain stimuli, right? That's just what it is. Just because someone hasn't taken the time to learn that, they think that you just have to basically, oh, bro, just was it the shotgun approach, right? Just go and approach every single woman, right? Oh, you haven't approached every woman on the planet, bro? You're a fake cell, right? You haven't trauma farmed to the max. Oh, and then you approached every woman on Earth, bro? Well, I bet you haven't approached every woman in the solar system, bro. Just go to Mars, bro. Go to Venus, bro. And then, you approached every woman in the solar system? Well, bro, I bet you haven't approached them in the neighboring galaxies, bro. You're a fake cell. You're not trying hard enough, right? It's just constant goalpost moving, right? Because, let's say, like I said, just even if you did approach every woman on Earth, right, they would just move the goalpost. And they would just tell you, oh, bro, go approach the women on Mars, bro. Go to Mars and see if there's women there, bro. Go. Or they say, or, if they want to be a bit more realistic, which, they're still not to some extent, right? They'd be like, oh, bro, I bet you just didn't approach them right. You must have said something wrong, right? It's like I said, it's just goalpost moving. You'll never be able to satisfy certain people, right? Because these people do this, speak or give advice, or right? I say advice in quotes, right? Because they say, "Oh, do this, bro." They give it out of ego, right? Out of fragile male ego. It really is. Because I read some guy's comment, right, and he's right. I mean, I've indirectly stated that, but he said it just in a very clear way that a lot of guys will just discount their luck, right? Fucking sorry, I didn't actually mean to like actually swear and stuff on the video and get it interrupted by, but there's some people who just don't really understand the purpose of an on-ramp, right? It's like, dude, just merge at highway speeds. And honestly, some people deserve to be honked at just for being an idiot, right? It honestly surprises me that now that I think about it, right, that guy probably had a relationship, right? Yet he is total brainlet, right? And just doesn't understand the concept of, observing the cars ahead and just merging at highway speeds, because at a later point they'll just drive faster, right? It's like they're not even gonna follow the speed limit. So, what is the purpose of merging at a speed below the speed limit and then suddenly accelerating faster? So it's like complete side tangent, but honestly, I could probably rant about terrible drivers all day long, right? Because, that's all I do was I drive, like, not, I honestly do think I would be able to be a decent truck driver. I wouldn't want to, because that doesn't sound like an appealing life, but sure, whatever, who cares? The point is, these guys are giving advice out of ego, like always, right? Not because of let's backtrack, right? I was talking about some guy's comment, and how he said, yeah, these guys will always discredit how much luck comes into play when, luck is the major thing, right? Luck and genetics, stuff that you don't really control. At the light, these things will always have an important part. They'll always play an important part. Because no one is born equal in every single aspect, right? People are born differently. Some people have advantages in certain areas and some in other areas. And if you're not born with certain qualities that put you at an advantage in dating, right? Maybe you can, maybe you're, I don't know, good at, I don't even know. You're a top tier, I don't know, architect, engineer, or like you're like the best, I don't know, aerospace engineer ever, right? Well, that doesn't necessarily those good qualities don't necessarily translate into being a successful dating person, right? So, it's just it's not equal, but the people will assume, right? It's kind of like how people don't realize what is the norm to them, right? They don't realize that, oh, hey, I have these certain personality traits. I have these certain qualities. I have this certain brain chemistry that makes me react a certain way. So it's just normal. It's like the fish in water. The fish doesn't realize it's in water because it's just the norm, right? It's like you don't realize, oh yeah, I'm surrounded by oxygen all day long, until you go, well, not even really just oxygen, right? It's like, isn't it like mostly nitrogen or whatever? But you don't really realize all this stuff until you would get to space, and then it's like, whoa, okay, now it's a different atmosphere. It's like, oh, now you take, air on Earth for granted until you get to space, and it's like, oh, bro, different atmosphere. I'm sure it's even the same if like you go like crazy high altitudes and you're not used to it. You take whatever atmosphere that you're used to for granted. It's like these people take, oh, bro, I think a certain way because of certain brain chemistry and certain formative experiences, all this stuff. I think this way because of because of luck and genetics, right? I think this way because of circumstance. Therefore, I'm so used to and accustomed to it, and I have brain chemistry that allows me to respond to certain stimuli during my formative years to grow up and develop in a certain way. And I expect other people to have this exact same brain chemistry and respond to stimuli the same way I do. Even though these people probably have different brain chemistry, different genetics, have experienced different things growing up, but I still expect them to be the same. People wouldn't expect two people who were born physically different, in height or whatever it is, right? In frame, all whatever. They wouldn't expect them to, react or, respond equally if put to a physical test, right? That'd be ignorant, right? It's like, oh, this guy is 5 foot and 100 pounds, and this guy is 6'5" and 200 pounds. It's like you don't expect equal results from a physical test from both of these people. So why would you expect? Why would you expect similar results from two people with different brain chemistry and different upbringings, right? It's foolish to do that. But since it's not obvious, like physical traits, then people don't really think about it. They discount it. It's like, oh, bro, I can't see it. It doesn't exist, bro. And they'll cope and think just world fallacy, right? That really is the honest truth to it. So I guess getting back to the original point is how guys will say, oh, bro, just join in on the humiliation ritual and jester max for women who aren't even interested in you and just trauma farm rejection, right? It doesn't really make sense to approach women or even initiate or interact with women who are not even showing the initial signs of you passing the minimum looks threshold for them, right? If women don't show you these micro expressions that show that, hey, I think you're good looking enough, right, to the point where personality will matter. If you don't get those reactions, there's no point in trying to talk to this woman and get her to like you or whatever. And even then, you can't make someone like you, right? You can't negotiate attraction. That's a big, huge cope. If someone isn't physically attracted to you, then nothing else really matters, right? You can't somehow oh, bro, just personality your way, right? That's not how it works. You have to think about it from your own perspective, right? If someone who you're just not physically attracted to them, can they really convince you somehow to be genuinely attracted to them? And no, they can't, right? It's like you wouldn't be able to. Eventually, if you decide to, oh yeah, I'll give them a chance, eventually you would just grow to resent them because they're just not your type, right? You would just be like, yeah, it's like, yeah, whatever. And then eventually it's like, you know what? I just need a break. Like, you're too suffocating, right? And the only reason they're suffocating is because you just don't look at them and like, yeah, I really like the way you look. And so therefore I really like, when you're nice to me, when you ask about my day, when all this other stuff, right? When you want to do me favors. You're going to like that because everyone likes an attractive person doing stuff for them, right? Because it's validating. But there's less validation when someone who you're not attracted to does all that stuff. It's more like, all right, that's nice, but eventually it's like, okay, you can leave me alone. It's like, I can do this on my own, right? It's like, I don't need your constant hovering and obsessiveness over me, right? That's when it's not... I don't even know. It's not love. It's like weird stalker or a weird obsessive person, right? That's what it is. So yeah, it's kind of strange, right? That people will call you or say you have a victim mentality just because you won't jester max and trauma farm and just basically bang your head against a brick wall and constantly try to just mass approach women, right? When the majority of women are already not going to show you any signs of interest, right? But so what's the point of talking to them, right? And like I said, because I'll restate it again, I'm not saying that a woman has to like come up, like make it obvious. Not obvious signs that where, she's trying to like, I don't know, just obviously staring at you, drooling, or trying to pull down your pants, or, coming up to you and asking for your number. I'm talking about if she does little things like, open body language, whether it's playing with her hair, feet pointed towards you, arms not crossed, stuff like that. Eye contact held a little bit longer, like pupils dilated. All these little subtle things. Or it's like maybe she just asks more personal questions, keeps conversation going a bit longer. Eye contact for just a little bit longer than she has to. All these things. Proximity when she doesn't have to. If she does these things, then of course, right? If she does multiple of these things, odds are that she does have some sort of attraction for you. And then, sure, you can approach. Then it's, it's not necessarily jester maxing, right? But it is jester maxing if you try to entertain women who don't show you any of these signs, right? Women who are just looking to use you. Not necessarily for money, right? It doesn't have to be money. She can just use you for your time or to entertain herself, right? Because there's no point. What's the point of trying to entertain a woman and give her a good time when that's all she sees you as, right? As a clown, right? As a jester. There's no point. It's a waste of your time. And it's just a lack of self-respect, right? So it's like these guys want you to, oh, bro, they'll say, oh, bro, just have self-respect or be confident, bro. But how is it confident just to completely lack self-respect and, just jester for women who aren't even remotely interested in you? There's no point, right? But it's almost some guys want you to like share trauma, right? Because I did it, bro. That means you have to do it too. But you don't actually have to do it. You can save yourself some self-esteem, right? Because it's a self-preservation method to not approach a woman who's not interested in you and experience constant rejection for no reason, right? Because even if she rejects you kindly, how much of that rejection do you want, right? It's like at a certain point, just rejection, like thousands, hundreds of rejections in a row, even if they're kind rejections, are gonna mentally affect someone, right? Because you see, it's almost as if there's no light at the end of the tunnel. It's just constant rejection. You're like, wow, there really is no hope. There's no little bait, right? There's no little bit of hope bait that will give you that light at the end of the tunnel. It's like, okay, that makes you think, okay, this finally all paid off, right? It's all finally worth it. It took a while, but I finally got results. I finally got a girl to actually like me. If you never experienced that tiny little bit of acceptance, then yeah, it's over, bro. No wonder. It's like, it's not going to surprise anyone when you give up. Like, would it really surprise you if you give someone I don't know, like a basketball and tell them, hey, just make this free throw shot, bro, and they try thousands of times and they never make it, right? It's like, are you really going to be surprised if they give up? It's like, no, you're not. You're going to be like, yeah, eventually you just gotta know your limits, bro. You gotta quit and not be delusional, right? No point in trying to do something forever when it's beyond your limits. No one expects that guy to, oh yeah, he missed 1,000 times in a row, bro. Just keep at it, bro. You'll get it eventually. It's like that. He won't. Odds are you won't make it to 1,000 times in a row. Maybe if he missed 50 times and then made it on the 51st, then it's like, sure, then he'll have a little bit of hope and he can keep on going for another 50. Because you got to drip feed that little bit of success to keep you going. That little bit of hope. Because at the end of the day, everyone needs a little bit of hope to keep on going, right? If you truly knew there was no hope, that there was no light at the end of the tunnel, like a guaranteed no hope, then yeah, sure, you're probably obviously it's going to be hard to move forward, right? Because that's just how the human mind works, right? And even then, like, the human mind will always give that little bit of hope, right? It'll always try to look at things in a positive way. It's like, oh, I had this forced interaction and this girl would kind of, she kind of tolerated me, maybe there's hope, maybe she liked me. But when you realistically think about it, it's like, yeah, this was a forced interaction. She's paid to be nice to me. She doesn't actually like me. It doesn't actually mean anything. So yeah, it's kind of it for now. Later.